What's up, guys? In this video I'm going to tell you games that if you're a retro collector, you should have a collection. And the first one is Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collection. The first one, the arcade game, and the Manhattan Project. If you don't have none of these, you should get them in your collection. Then if you also grew up in the 90s, you would know about the Tiny Toon Adventures on the Nintendo, the first one, the second one. Then you should have these two good games, Double Dragon and Battletoads. And if you have those, you should at the same time have Battletoads and Double Dragon. They have a Nintendo version, a Super Nintendo, which I have, and a Sega. You should have this in your collection also. Then a game that no one talks about that much, but to me it should be a game that everybody talks about, is Bart meets Radioactive Man. Good game. You play as Bart, but as his superhero that he loves in comic books that he reads. You should play as. You should get this for your collection. If you don't have any collection, you're failing your collection. Then, if you're a Batman fan, this should be in your collection. And that's Batman, the first one that ever came out on Nintendo. Yes, it's Batman games from years ago before this one. But this is the one that made everybody that knows Batman and video games. This is the video game that made people go, whoa, on Batman. Then here's another game that no one talks about that I see in their YouTube channels, But it's a game that people should be talking about. And that's Wrath of the Black Manta. Good game. You play as this ninja dude right here, and they life size. Now they're not life size, but almost this big on the screen, and they look like people, Then if you're a Mortal Kombat fan, you might saw this game in a short, but let me tell you why you should get it. It's Sub-Zero. Mortal Kombat Trilogy's Sub-Zero. You should have it in your collection because it's a beat 'em up, but with Mortal Kombat style in it. That's the best way I can explain it. Then, if you grew up in the 90s, there's a movie called The Page Master. It's about a kid going to a library, and he was supposed to go get nails, for his dad, but he didn't do it. He went to the library instead, and he fell asleep, and he met these books, You play as him in the game. The story in the game is almost the same as the movie. It's just a little bit different, and the stages are a little bit hard. Then, if you're a fan of Castlevania, and you're like, God, which game should I get? You should get this one. This one is the best Castlevania game I ever played. Don't get me wrong, I like the other ones. And I think the only other ones I liked more than this was the PlayStation 3 ones. But this is a good Castlevania game. And it's Bloodlines. You should get it. Then, if you're a fan of X-Men or just Wolverine, just get Wolverine, Atom Wage. you should get this game because it gives you more backstory on Wolverine if you don't know his backstory already, you know. But you should get that one if you're a fan of Wolverine, you know. Then the other one that you should get on Super Nintendo of an X-Men game is X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. If you're a fan of the X-Men game on Sega, you know, and the second one, you should get this one also because it's the same kind of story, you know. You just got different characters, you know, and the stages are hard, but they're good game. Then another game that no one talks about, but everybody should be talking about, and I know the people that does talk about it says it's a whip-off of Pac-Man. I'm sorry, go beep yourself because it really isn't. It's a little bit different, and that is Truck. Truck is you play as these dinosaurs, okay, right here, and as you can tell, they get bigger, you know, and you trying to kill the cavemans, you know. When you're a small dinosaur, you stay away from them. When you come to be a big dinosaur, you can start. No, you can punch them when you're a small. You can punch them when you're a small dinosaur, but when you come to be the big dinosaur, you can eat them. Stages get harder. It is a maze game like Pac-Man, but a little bit more challenging. If you're looking for a challenging game that's Pac-Man related, but not Pac-Man, get Truck. Those are my games that I think every collector should have. If you have any of these games, let me know in the comments. If you think it's better games than these that I didn't name, leave them in the comments, you know. But these are my games that I think every game should have in the collection. I know a lot of people go be like, no, they shouldn't. You know, leave me a comment if you think I'm wrong about these games. And if you want to see in my collection videos, you know, I got a whole playlist over here, guys. So go watch this playlist, because I got some of these games in the playlist, and then I don't have them, because I trade in some games to get some of these, okay? So, peace.